Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenos días. Estamos transmitiendo en directo hoy lunes 6 de abril. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Vamos a ver si se escucha bien, si se ve bien. Muy buenas, ya veo que hay personas que se están conectando. Aquí es Martino transmitiendo en directo desde Valencia para fotógrafos de boda. Tenemos hoy una transmisión especial dentro de la serie de transmisiones que estamos realizando desde algo más de 20 días, periodo en el que aquí en España a partir del 14 de marzo hemos empezado esta nueva aventura, esta nueva situación inesperada de la cuarentena, así que hemos empezado con Conecta Live, como podéis ver aquí arriba, una serie de transmisiones con grandes fotógrafos y expertos de diferentes campos para tratar de ayudar a todos los fotógrafos que en estos días tienen que estar en casa. Muy buenas, hola Gorka, hola Eva, bienvenidos Gustavo, Jordi, Antonio, ¿qué tal? Muchas gracias por estar ahí. Os recordamos que transmisión en directo quiere decir que podéis participar con vuestras preguntas, como siempre estaremos atentos, pero hoy tenemos un tema especial, un contenido de gran valor para reforzar nuestras habilidades. Tenemos una crítica en directo. Una crítica es una de las formas más efectivas de poder mejorar nuestras fotografías a través de la mirada de un fotógrafo con una gran experiencia que, digamos, irá analizando algunas imágenes que han enviado compañeros fotógrafos del colectivo y a través de su crítica, de su análisis, vamos a aprender todos cómo poder mejorar fotografías. ¿Qué tal, Tomás? Chao. Bienvenido, Román. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Antonio, Pérez, bienvenidos a todos. Así que ya tenemos a muchas personas. Diría que podemos empezar ya a entrar en la parte más importante de esta transmisión. Vamos a pasar una pequeña presentación y os voy a presentar el huésped de hoy. Vamos con la presentación. Y tenemos con nosotros Ralf Czogallik.
Hola,
Hello,
hola,
Ralf.
¿cómo estás? That's the only Spanish.
Welcome. Welcome, Ralf. Bienvenido, Ralf. Ralf directamente desde Holanda. How is the weather there in Holland today, Ralf?
It could be Spain. It's like 22 degrees, sunshine, so it's nice and warm, and all the birds are out there, and everybody's building their nests here, so it's like spring is here.
Estupendo. Ralf ha dicho que en Holanda hoy hace un día como si fuera España, 22 grados, la primavera llegada, los pájaros están cantando. Bueno, para quien no lo conociera, Ralf es un fotógrafo holandés que ha recibido muchísimos reconocimientos a nivel internacional en los últimos años. How many years are you on wedding photography, Ralf?
It's now my 10th, I think my 10th year. So maybe 11, I don't know, but somewhere at 10 or 11. Yeah.
Muy bien. Entre 10 y 11 años, una carrera muy larga, la de Ralf, y os invito a que lo conozcáis si no lo conocéis todavía, porque tiene realmente algunas imágenes espectaculares, como por ejemplo la imagen que tengo aquí detrás mío. Esta es una obra de Ralf. I'm going to talk about the picture, Ralf. Estuvo Ralf en Valencia hace, how long was it? Like 6 months, something like that?
Yeah, I think so. It was maybe September, October-ish.
En
Yeah.
septiembre, octubre, pues vino a Valencia y me llamó para así decirme que buscaba una pareja para hacer fotos. Y bueno, pues como no encontré ninguna otra pareja, me ofrecí yo. Y en esta foto que tengo detrás de la cabeza somos yo y Florencia. Así que thank you very much, Ralph. Bueno, this was just to present a little bit Ralph to the public. Let's maybe talk, Ralf, about your, something maybe about the actual situation. If you want to just spend a few words. Nowadays in Holland,
Sure.
how are you reacting? Le pregunto a Ralf qué tal con la
Well,
situación actual en...
it's we're all struck at the moment with that fantastic virus. It's a good thing they named it after a beer, so we can don't stop drinking. I think we all need this, but I think the world is going to change, but it's going to be much, much, much better than we used to know it. We now find out that we have a lot of beautiful things around us, not far away from us. So just everybody stay safe, stay in your home, and we'll get through this at once. Thank you, Martino, for inviting me to do this. And I think it's really, really important that we keep connected throughout the world.
Thank you, Ralf, for being here. I'm going to do a quick translation. Ralf dice
Yeah.
que la situación es complicada, evidentemente, pero que nos permite también ver las cosas bellas que tenemos cerca de nosotros y que espera que esta situación se vaya solucionando y podamos aprender, digamos, alguna lección. Okay, Ralf, what about, I heard you have a Patreon project. If you want, we can maybe just talk about it now.
Sure. Well, when I was in Los Angeles in January, there was some American photographers who said, "Well, listen, you love to teach, you love to show people around, so I just..." and then they said, "Well, you just start your Patreon account and start just throw everything you know in there." So I started a Patreon account, and if you want to see all my editing videos, also this video that we're recording now, you can just go there, and it's only $10 a month, and you get 2 free presets. The one I use for editing, and the rest of it you could just figure it out, and you just go to there and just take a look around and see what you can get.
Okay, I'm going to try to translate. Ralf es, digamos, desde muchos años también se ocupa de formación y recientemente con unos amigos americanos ha estado desarrollando un proyecto para poder ofrecer formación a todos aquellos fotógrafos que quieran conocer más sobre cómo, sobre todo, él edita sus fotografías, así que ha montado un Patreon que tenéis aquí abajo en el que comparte un poco todos sus secretos de edición. Actualmente, si alguien quiere, puede inscribirse. Además, recibe 2 presets. They are for Lightroom, I understand, Ralf, the presets.
Yes.
2 presets para Lightroom, que son los presets que utiliza Ralf. En fin, ir a echarle un vistazo. Además, me gustaría también anunciar oficialmente aquí, rápidamente, antes de empezar la crítica, que con Ralf estuvimos hablando porque estuvimos a punto de lanzar un proyecto de un Conecta en el sur de España, en Granada. Tenía que ser justamente para el mes de mayo, o sea, para dentro de un mes. We are going to reschedule our project, Ralf.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yes, we have to do this because I think it's really important just to get everybody together and just have fun and teach and learn and get together.
Entonces lo vamos a confirmar que este proyecto no se va a cancelar, simplemente lo vamos a posponer como tiene que ser. Ralf acaba de confirmarlo, o sea que vamos a trabajar para tener físicamente a Ralf en España para el mes de septiembre, ¿ok?
Mm-hmm.
Vamos a también a eso, tomarnos este reto y a trabajar por ello. Very well, Ralf. So I think we can start because we have to some photos here to critique. Shall we just go and start?
Let's
taking
dive
a
in.
look?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. Here it is. Vamos a empezar. Ok, la primera foto.
Okay.
Vamos a escuchar qué dice Ralf.
Well, it's got really big potential, this one. The only thing, let's start with the negative side of the image, because there's always a positive and a negative. side, and the negative side is that you see a lot of cluttering on the background. So behind the groom, behind the bride, you see the oven, you see the table, you see those lines over there, you see the utensils that the cook has to use. So if you would get down, if possible, because I don't know if it's possible, but you will get the bride and the groom into the white area with the copper on the left and the right. That will be an amazing image.
Ok, Ralf dice que la primera cosa va a analizar un poco lo negativo y dice que todo el ruido visual que hay detrás de los novios, aquellos cables, el horno, molestan un poco la vista. Quizá bajándose, quizás se hubiera podido tener un fondo más limpio.
The good thing about this image is that I really love the way the bride smiles. So there's actually a really good moment there. You can see they love each other. So that's why I think that the image is very good. Some work needs to be done on the composition, of course, but I think that's about it. Just because this is a staged photo. This is not a real moment, although there is a moment. But I think that it's really important just to get your composition down a little bit and make sure that they're going to get up into the white, and then you're good.
Ok, dice que la parte buena de la fotografía es la expresión de la novia, lo que más le ha gustado, porque, bueno, claramente se trata de una foto posada, no es un momento real, aunque sí que hay, pues, una cierta emoción. De toda forma, pues eso, su recomendación sería básicamente de limpiar un poquito este fondo, por lo demás le parece una buena imagen. Thank you, Ralf. Let's
You're
keep
welcome.
on the next one.
Yes, I really love this one. I really want to see how it looks in color, if possible, because I think by making it black and white, it's sort of like, it looks like a little bit gray-white. If that's your thing, that's perfect. If you like more contrast, then I would love to see more blacks in this image. But I really would love to see the color version of this one, because the sunlight, the flares hitting me like boom, it's just like magical. So absolutely a magical moment. Beautiful image. I would love to see this one in color. I would totally give this to the bride and groom. They will be so happy, I think. Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you, Ralph. I'm gonna translate. Ralph dice que la primera reacción le encanta esta fotografía, la atmósfera que transmite. Enseguida le entran ganas de ver cómo son los colores. Entonces, bueno, se pregunta si este tipo de edición que ha hecho el fotógrafo es algo que le pertenece a él, este tipo de blanco y negro, en el cual caso bien, y si no, pues la única cosa que le gustaría sería verla en color, pero seguramente una imagen que valora muy positivamente.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go on to the next one.
Yeah. This is just beautiful. You have a moment between, I think, man's best friend, a dog or a cat, or, this is just gorgeous. Also, how the bride is on the bed. There's some minor things I would love to see differently, and that's the lamp in the backside of her head. It's growing out of her head at the moment. So maybe a little bit to the left. If you go a little bit to the left, she would be in the bright side of the cabinet in the background. And then maybe wait a little bit more until the dog puts out his tongue to lick her, because that's what dogs
Maybe.
Probably they will. I know those kinds of dogs. I know a lot of dogs, and 9 out of 10 will lick it. So that will be an amazing photo. So my only concerns are the lamp and maybe a little bit too bright on the backdrop. But I think this is something that I really love to see, because it's a very, very beautiful moment between a human and her dog. Absolutely.
Ok, thank you, Ralph. Let's translate. Dice Ralph que le gusta enseguida mucho la imagen. le encanta porque hay naturalidad, hay esta escena muy, muy dulce. Lo único, digamos que hay pocas cosas que corregiría, lo único sería un poquito esta lámpara que justo sale detrás de la cabeza. Se imagina que a lo mejor moviéndose un poquito se hubiera podido solucionar. Y luego, bien pensarlo, dice que a lo mejor también si el fotógrafo hubiese esperado de ver si a lo mejor el perro pudiera haber sacado la lengua, que es algo que habitualmente hacen los perros, pero I don't know, Ralph. We should ask the photographer if the dog was gonna take out the tongue.
I
Anyway,
have
okay, let's.
one more thing I want to add to it.
Yeah, sure.
I just said go to a little bit to the left, but maybe you should always also can go to the right, because then the head of the bride will block the lamp.
Yeah,
You know,
I was thinking that too.
you know that could be also a solution to this problem. But I really love the moment. So who cares?
What about the edition? Do you like the kind of contrast of the photo?
Well, I don't like that the window is blown out, because the highlights are totally blown out. But if you go a little bit to the right, maybe you just have less window, you know, and she will be
Sure.
she will be more into the center of the image, maybe, you know. But that's okay, you know. I know a lot of photographers who have this style, and it's not my kind of lighting, but I don't think that's anything wrong with it. I just love it, and I love the moment. I love the interaction between the bride and the dog. So, you know, don't. Yeah, you could use maybe a little bit more contrast, but it's all about taste. I think photography is about taste. So is this a good example?
Le pregunté a Ralph en relación con la edición si le gustaba el contraste y él, bueno, me comentó que en un principio pues esta zona blanca es lo que un poquito le molesta, pero que evidentemente pues hay fotógrafos que perfectamente pueden elegir mantener estas cosas en la fotografía y que incluso pues la edición es algo muy personal y subjetivo. Okay, let's follow with the next one. Here we're going to change photographer. It's a new one. Different situation.
Well, this is actually awesome, because this is what a party is all about, you know. And this is actually how the party is going to look like when we are finished with this Corona shit. So, you know, this is what it's supposed to be. You know, you have some issues here. I think I would crop it a little bit more, because you have the woman on the right who you cannot identify, you know, so you don't know if there's really a person. And you have the woman on the left, or the man on the left, but you see only the hands. But I think the most important thing about this image is the two ladies who are party like it's 1999. So I would absolutely crop it in, so you're in. It feels like you are part of the party.
Maybe something like this.
Yeah, maybe a little bit closer.
Still closer.
Yeah, so you
Without
can
the
see.
hand.
Yeah, no hand.
Okay.
There you go. You still have some separation between, and then maybe right. Go a right top. Go a little bit down. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Maybe something like this. You know.
Yeah.
You have the finger
Sure,
in.
it's difficult in a party. Many hands always happen.
Yeah.
This is, you know, I see maybe sometimes pictures very where people put everything dark, you know, with a very heavy editing. This is more direct. No, I don't know.
Yeah, but in a party like this,
it.
you should go real close. You should go closer than this, because although the rest of the people do not matter at the moment, because you cannot identify them, you know. They're not doing something like that's. So
let me just translate. Dice que seguramente, bueno, le gustaría pues encuadrarlo un poquito más de cerca, porque todas estas manos, estas otras personas, no las podemos reconocer. Entonces, según Ralf, cuanto más nos acerquemos, mejor. De todas formas, una imagen que le gusta mucho y que nos recuerda cómo deberían ser las fiestas cuando este bendito coronavirus se acabe. Okay. No, I couldn't translate your expression. Was very nice. I'm going to pass on this next one.
Yeah, actually, I love
Same
those.
Photographer.
Yeah,
Same
I
photographer.
love those images. The only thing I don't like, but that's something I personally don't like, is that I see the eye of the makeup artist. I don't want that. But maybe you can just tilt it a little bit, but or crop it out a little bit more. But if you like it, that's okay. But you have to make sure that, because I once made something similar like that, and you only saw the lips of the makeup artist, and then you saw the eye of the bride. So now I have, it's a little bit stronger, but now you have also that you want to look in the eyes of the makeup artist as well, instead of only the eye of the bride. But I think the moment is perfect. The separation between the tool that she's using and the eye is perfect. You can even see the photographer in the eye. So
here it is.
Yeah, there it is. And I love this, because this looks like the bride has perfect symmetry face. And when you have a symmetrical face, that's normally about beauty. So what the photographer does is now showing pure beauty. That's it. And I love this. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more contrast, but that's okay.
Ralf dice que la fotografía le gustan mucho este tipo de fotos. Lo único, el aspecto que posiblemente se podría mejorar, intentar a lo mejor no tener el ojo de la maquilladora. Si no tuviésemos el ojo de la maquilladora, la foto tendría aún más fuerza, porque ahora a veces la mirada del espectador se puede mover un poquito entre los dos ojos, pero bueno, esto depende, a lo mejor no era posible. Igualmente dice que está perfecta esta distancia, y la manera en que se ha cortado la novia le dona como mucha belleza, porque parte de una idea de que el rostro sea completamente simétrico. Yeah. Así que enhorabuena al autor de esta foto, que no lo conocemos. Vamos a seguir con una foto más. Let's go on with one more.
I love moments like this, because I can see the bride in the bridal shop, and she's like, "I want the biggest veil you have," and then stuff like this happens, and it's always a beautiful moment. I wish maybe that the photographer stepped a little bit more back. So you have the church towers in it, you have the guy on the left in it, and then might want to see the guy on the right. Maybe that's the groom, I don't know. But either I have some rule I've learned a couple of years ago, that my mentor said, well, either the person is completely in the shot, or make sure that the person is completely out of the shot. So or go back a little bit, or just dive in there, so you only maybe just change your perspective of and go down where the bride is, and then shoot towards the bridal party, or the children who are getting the veil. You should maybe try that, because you don't see an expression on the bride, so you don't know if she's angry or she's laughing, and maybe some of other composition would work a little bit better, because I also want to see the church towers and everything. I want to see the complete picture, but I don't feel like it's there. I like white though.
Okay. Dice lo primero, Ralf, que le encanta porque se imagina esta novia preguntando, diciendo, quiero el velo más largo que haya. y entonces es una situación cómica, ¿no? Un poco esta situación también de incomodidad. Dicho esto, la foto pues es muy, muy bonita, pero los aspectos que Ralf ve que se pueden mejorar, por ejemplo, este personaje que está aquí a la izquierda, que no sabemos si es el novio o quién es, hay que prestar mucha atención de que las personas en los bordes o deben entrar completamente o estar completamente afuera. Este personaje también. Entonces se pregunta si a lo mejor el fotógrafo hubiera podido alejarse un poquito más y tener el cuadro completo. We have, I think, the author of the photos. I suppose it's Raquel Torralba. Un saludo. Raquel, gracias a ti por compartir las fotos. Enhorabuena por tus imágenes, y bueno, vamos a seguir. Let's go on. Okay, this is a new photographer, I suppose. All for you, Ralf.
Well, I think you could have done way more with this image because you see some interesting stuff in the background, the lighting over there. I feel like the highlights are a little bit blown out because you can see it on her shirt. You can also see that at the side, her bra, you can see her bra, the string here. So that's not
Here.
normally not the thing a woman wants you to see. And I feel that the moment is not like, okay, I think she's holding back a little bit more. So, oh, you're going to kiss me? Why? You know? So I think that the concept, the way the photographer was thinking was pretty nice, but I think you're missing about 50% of the possibilities you can have with this image. Because you also can see the lighting in the background and everything, and I think that's really nice to work with. So maybe you should incorporate that. Make sure you're going a little bit darker, and first measure the light on the lights first, and then adjust the flash to it, and just see where this is going. You have to work it a little bit more. It's not fairly completed.
Muy bien, Ralf dice que hay algunas cosas que se podrían mejorar enseguida. La primera cosa que le llama la atención son las altas luces que están un poquito quemadas aquí. Entonces eso significa que el flash no ha sido medido correctamente. La potencia del flash es demasiada. Esta es la primera cosa que nota. Le encantan estas luces en el fondo y le parece que se podría aprovecharla mejor. Otro pequeño aspecto que nota que no funciona muy bien es el sujetador. El sujetador normalmente pues las chicas no quieren que se vea. Y luego sobre todo, y yo comparto esta idea, la mujer parece que se está como un poquito alejando, no está como ahí en el momento, no transmite mucha naturalidad. Entonces todo esto digamos que hace que la foto pues se podría mejorar. Okay, Ralf, I've translated. Let's pass to a following one.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful moment. I'm missing something. You see on the right, there's the guy who's also crying like shit, and what I said earlier, get him out or get him completely in. Now, because you have those people on the right, you see that woman with the iPhone and everything, or with the compact camera. I think we should crop it in a little bit more, just right over the head of the father, and you can see the mother, probably the mother crying also on the left. So I want to emphasize that more. So make sure you crop it a little bit more. Put the woman in with the camera as well, just to show her how stupid it looks when you use a camera. And a little bit more with the groom. I need a little bit more groom on the left of the image. Yeah, there you go. So you have his shoulder. Maybe, I think maybe a crop a little bit tighter, but I think starting point this will be nice. I love the reaction. I love the emotion. So it's all there. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Ralf. I'm gonna translate. Le encanta Ralf esta foto, dice que es un momento precioso. Lo que no le gusta mucho es estas personas cortadas, concretamente esta persona de aquí, de la extrema derecha del encuadre, que se ve justamente por la mitad, le quita fuerza a la foto. Así que, en su opinión, pues volvería a encuadrar más para enfatizar estos personajes, dejando también a la señora aquí con el móvil para que se vea un poco lo tonto que es fotografiar con el móvil en una situación así. Okay, thank you, Ralf. Let's go on. So we've got time to see as much pictures as we can.
Yeah.
This is Valencia. Esta es Valencia. No sabemos quién es el autor. Si está ahí escuchando, se puede manifestar si quiere. Bueno, Ralf, it's all yours.
Okay, so I really love those lines and everything. I think that's almost perfect. I've always something to see because you know, Martino, how I am with lines, right? It has to be straight. and it's not completely straight. So you have to fix that. That's the only thing you have to do. And maybe
You are right.
yeah.
But very, very little, eh? You have got a great
Very
eye.
little.
Dice Ralph, la primera cosa que nota que no son perfectamente rectas. Yo fui a medirlas porque no tenía la seguridad y tenía razón. Hay un pequeño par de píxeles de diferencias.
Yeah, that's the only thing I see. I love the yellow of her skirt. I love her hair. It's perfectly contrast with all those colors and those nature, those things. I really love this. In addition, are the pigeons. Perfect. So
Sure.
maybe
Unexpected.
I need more pigeons, but you don't have too much pigeons in an image. But I really love. I really love
Ralf dice que le encantan este tipo de encuadres, como acaba de decir, hay que ser súper preciso. Mientras tanto, creo que José Juan Talmante Sánchez acaba de decir que son suyas las fotos, o sea que enhorabuena, Juan José, porque Ralf le dice que le gusta mucho esta foto, el color de la novia, además, el contraste del amarillo funciona muy bien, le gustan mucho los colombos, pájaros, esto no serían, no me viene la palabra, palomas, digamos. Lo único que diría que lo mejor, si fueran más, sería aún mejor, pero claro, esto supongo que no era posible. Okay, let's go on, Ralf. Thank you very much. This is a nice one. I like this one.
Yeah, is this the full image because of the feet?
Let me see. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It was
There
smaller.
you go.
Very well.
All right, here we go again. With it, it's tilted a little bit. Always try to fix it in post processing. Always see what balance you have with the feet. I love this moment. I don't know what the F this kid is doing there. It's really strange. But why is he wearing a bucket? I don't know. But I think that makes it really interesting.
Let's ask the photographer.
Here?
José, si nos puedes contar la historia, Ralf estaría muy curioso de saber qué estaba haciendo este niño con este cubo en la cabeza.
Yeah, but if you try to shoot this, maybe you should instantly go down a little bit more to incorporate the bride and the groom, the priest, and you see that I think it's the maid Mary or Jesus Christ on the back. He's missing He's missing a head. So that kind of stuff. You can incorporate that in one image. I think you have the full story because everybody knows they're at church. You see the bride and the groom, and boom, and you see the kid with the bucket on his head. Better than this, no.
Okay. Thank you, Ralph. I'm going to translate. Dice que, bueno, le encanta, está curioso de saber. De hecho, si está el fotógrafo, le pedimos, si quiere, nos cuenta un poquito la historia detrás. Lo único que dice que, claro, si al bajarnos hubiéramos podido quizá coger, por ejemplo, justamente la estatua del Cristo que está detrás, parece que le falta la cabeza, entonces quizá bajándose se hubiera podido tener un encuadre aún mejor. Vamos a seguir. Ah, mira. Somebody is answering Gorka's photo, la foto de Gorka, y dice que he was like some random person who is asking for money in the churches. Who just appeared, so it was not a kid. Well, that must have been quite a situation.
Oh, really?
He says so.
Did he pass
Gorka
out?
nos ha dejado flipado con la historia detrás de esta foto, un indigente que aparece, vaya situación, muy bien por haberla documentado. Entiendo que, bueno, en fin, son situaciones, random situation on a wedding.
Perfect. I love that.
Let's go on the next one. This is different.
Oh, yes. There's so much emotion. Crop it way more because I want to see the ears of both of the guys, the shoulders. You get a frame if you crop it right over the head, over the bride and the groom. A little bit more, maybe, Martino. Just make sure the top is down a little bit more. There you go. Maybe right. That's it. That will be the frame. Maybe the ear of the guy on the right. I don't know. Maybe like that, or tilted a little bit so the ear is incorporated. But I love the iPhone. I love the emotion of of the bride, the mother,
Yeah.
everybody's there. There's enough separation, so I think it's perfectly balanced. I love this. Yeah.
Thank you, Ralph. Dice que, bueno, le encanta, hay muchísima emoción en esta imagen, la cara de la novia, la madre, está todo perfecto, pero que él la acercaría más, la haría un crop, tal y como lo estamos viendo aquí, para darle aún más fuerza. Y le encanta todo, incluido pues aquí el teléfono. Okay, Ralph, let's go on the next one so we can do as much as we can. Okay, this is a different situation.
Yeah. I know what's going on, but I don't think this is a really strong picture because the problem is that you cannot see a face. You see a lot of cluttering in the background with the lights and everything. I would love to see her twirl a little bit more so you can see faces, and because she's holding him and that kind of stuff. Maybe there's another image that is a little bit better than this one. I like the movement though, and it looks like it's some, maybe, yeah, he and she is wearing the same dress. It looks like it, so it's a little bit nice, but maybe a little bit more turned. So I think that's maybe better.
Ok, thank you, Ralph. Ralph dice que le resulta algo raro el hecho de no ver las caras. Puede parecer que los dos estén vistiendo los dos el mismo vestido, en fin. Cree que no acaba de funcionar esta postura, que le gustaría ver más las caras separadas. Ok, let's go on one more. Oh, let me see if it's the same photographer. Oh no, this is a new photographer. Okay, this is a new one. Well, it's not a classic wedding picture, I would say.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, it's. I think there's a lot of stuff that you can do better with this one, because you don't see the eye contact between grandmother and maybe it's her daughter or it's her grandchild. I don't know. I don't see a connection here. So if there's no connection, I don't feel anything. Maybe you just have to go in as a photographer and try to find out when there's a connection and then shoot for it. Because I think the photographer was a little bit too early with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Dice Ralph que en esta situación no se ve la conexión entre esta señora, abuela o mamá y la novia. Entonces, cuando no hay esta conexión, no se percibe realmente la emoción que seguramente hay. O sea que el fotógrafo aquí hubiera tenido que esperar un poquito más. Okay, Ralph, whenever you have to go, please just tell us. There's no problem. Yeah. I'm going to just go on until you tell us.
Oh, wow. This is so much opportunity. This looks like very, very a major Spanish movie star is caught with his, I don't know, his fling on this evening, and somebody of the paper just caught this image and he's, shit, I'm trapped. I'm caught. The only thing I maybe it's a selfie or something, because he's reaching out his hand, and it's the problem with this one is that you don't see the hand, you only see an arm, and that's the only thing that's wrong with it. I love the moment. I love the bubbles and everything. It's pure documentary, bubbly kind of image. There's absolutely impossible to pose this. It's really, really hard. Yeah. So just next time you just dive in with your couples. Sure, why not?
Ok, thank you, Ralph. Ralph dice que, bueno, parece esta foto que pueda ser un actor famoso español, como si lo acaban de ver, unos fotógrafos, y él trata de huir, pero no puede huir a ningún lado. Entonces tiene un aspecto muy, muy real. La cosa que falla un poco es la falta de la mano en esta foto. Casi puede parecer que sea un selfie, pero evidentemente no lo es. Sin embargo, pues también son siempre bonitas estas burbujas que le dan una sensación de realidad. Entonces no es una pose que podamos controlar. O sea que, bueno, estos son un poco los aspectos que va denotando. Gracias, Ralf. How are we going, Ralf? Let's do a couple more. How are you going
Yeah.
with your time? Yeah,
Let's
let's
do
go.
let's do two more.
Okay, this is one. Vamos a
Okay.
hacer las últimas dos, que Ralf tiene un compromiso.
I'm sorry, man.
No problem. Thank you
Well,
anyway.
I think this should be cropped from, from left to the door to the right. There, you just try it.
Just here only
More
with the
white.
black.
More white.
Let's
Yeah.
take a little bit of white or not.
Yeah, that's it.
Like
If
this.
you do, yeah, or just make the.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
Shit, this is moving my mouse.
It's your mouse.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Something like that. Maybe a little bit more down so you can see the sink. But yeah, that will be your image.
Yeah.
I think this is it. I don't know what the right guy is doing. Maybe it's his best friend or something. But actually they're talking to each other. So and you can see that. You also see some shadow on the right. So absolutely an interesting image.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty nice. Maybe wait for a little bit more a moment of the right guy, the guy on the right. Maybe, but you don't know if this is it. This is it, and just do it again next time. Just wait for the moment.
Would you straighten a little bit the door, Ralph?
I think it's impossible because you have to.
Yeah, you get the other one.
The mirror.
You wouldn't distort maybe to make it right. I'm just question.
It won't look good. No.
Ok, dice Ralph que bueno, la recortaría tal y como lo estamos dejando un margen blanco alrededor de la puerta para fortalecer. Le parece pues interesante esta dialéctica entre estas dos personas que se imagina que es un novio. A lo mejor esperando un poquito más que la persona en la derecha pueda estar haciendo algo más interesante, pero igualmente una buena foto conseguida interesante, o sea que bien. Okay, Ralph, thank you. Let's go for the last one.
Yes.
Here it is. Esa es la última que vamos a...
Yeah. This is a classic. Kids don't like this at all. They just want cake. They want cake and candy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great moment. I don't like 100% of the composition because I want to have it more clean. And with the groom, you can see there's a guy behind the groom. And maybe if you just go a little bit more to the left, or in this guy, if you go to the right, if you go to the left, you will make sure that the guy behind the groom will disappear. Go a little bit more down and maybe cut off the eyes of the woman who is speaking, because I don't want to look into her eyes. I want to look into the eyes of the little girl over there. So if you cut out the eyes, it's not interesting. So it will absolutely make sure that it goes to the little girl on the right. So if you do that next time, I think you have a way better image, and everybody knows that you see the hair of the bride, you see the groom with his suit, you see this little girl, but you don't want to see the eyes of the person who gives the speech. Go a little bit more to the right, eliminate the guy behind the groom, cut out the eyes, you'll be fine. It will be, I think, one of the best images of today.
Okay, thank you, Ralph. Just gonna translate. Le encanta Ralph, claramente pues la cara de la niña es extraordinaria. Bien mirando la imagen, hay que siempre prestar mucha atención al encuadre y en particular en este caso, este hombre que aparece detrás de la cara del novio estropea un poco, entonces su recomendación sería siempre tratar de movernos un poquito para tener un encuadre perfecto. Y si fuera posible, eventualmente dejar fuera los ojos de la persona que está leyendo. En este caso, would you crop it some maybe like this picture?
Yeah, it's about that. Yeah, maybe a little bit
Yeah.
more nose.
More nose, okay,
Yeah, a
but
little bit
no
more
eyes.
nose. Yeah,
Pues,
no eyes.
Ralf, okay.
Yeah, no eyes, because
That's
that's nice. And also maybe a little bit more to the left to get the groom in a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Maybe like that. So just try it out. Just run it through Lightroom again. I don't know who's the photographer, but it's a pretty darn nice moment. And also, if you crop it like this, you will lose the highlights on the top of the image. You see?
correct. Yeah.
And then it will instantly make sure that you're going to the little girl. So I think you will.
Sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just translate and then we just say bye bye.
Don't worry.
Ok, Ralf dice que bueno, él recortaría tal y como hemos estado haciendo, dejando fuera los ojos, pero manteniendo la nariz, porque así, bueno, y sabemos que hay una persona ahí, dice, recortando de esta manera, al mismo tiempo también dejamos fuera todas estas partes completamente blancas de la imagen que nos molestan un poquito. Muy bien, enhorabuena de toda forma al fotógrafo. Ralf dice que una de las mejores fotos que hemos visto hoy. Muy bien, chicos, pues hemos llegado ya al finalizar esta reseña de hoy. Quiero agradecer muchísimo, Ralf, también todos vosotros que estáis ahí escuchando. Esperamos haberos aportado algunas ideas y haberos hecho pues empezar bien esta tarde en esta situación en la que nos encontramos todos. Thank you very much, Ralf. Just if you want to remind something in the end.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I'm sorry, party people, that I cannot stay longer, but I have an appointment in 15 minutes with bride and the groom, and I still have to have some dinner. So thank you so much for having me, and just everybody stay safe, and we'll be back with the most beautiful wedding pictures ever seen after this coronavirus is gone. So muchas gracias por a todos, and hasta luego.
Thank you, Ralf. Bye bye and see you soon. And you too, stay safe, and great luck with all your projects and your future weddings.
Thank you very
Un
much.
saludo a todos. Gracias a todos por estar ahí. Hasta la próxima. Yo me quedo en casa. Chao.